Hello, everyone. This is Kelly Covert, and I'm so excited to welcome all of you to our new Symphoria Youth Orchestra Manager, Bennett Coughlin. Bennett just started a few weeks ago, and he dove right in. And today, on the day that you're watching this, will be our first day of rehearsals for Symphoria Youth Orchestra. So welcome, Bennett. How are you?
Hi, thank you. I'm doing well.
Very good. So why don't you tell everyone a little bit about your background, where you went to school, and how you sort of ended up here with Symphoria?
Sure. So I began my professional music studies at OCC, Onondaga Community College, and then I transferred to the Crane School of Music to finish my bachelor's degree, where I actually did an internship with Symphoria for the final requirement for my degree there. And then I just finished up my master's degree in music leadership from the Eastman School of Music, and now I'm back at Symphoria, so I'm very happy to be back.
Wonderful. And we're so happy to have you back. I know when Pam Murchison sent out the announcement that our new SYO manager was you, I was so excited because I was able to work with you when you were an intern, and I remember some funny stories from that summer. Do you have any special memories from when you were an intern that you could share?
Um, I really enjoyed our first sort of outing together because we had some very good lunch. I remember we had the Mongolian beef lunch, and that was something I was like, wow, I was really looking forward to that. So that was one of my favorite first moments with working with Kelly. So
Fantastic.
yeah, it was great. I got to experience a board meeting, like I think the very first week, and you were doing a presentation. So that was a really great experience to be a part of.
This is what I remember from your internship. It sticks out very clearly in my mind. You and another one of our interns were in my driveway putting together tents for something. I don't remember what, but yeah, we were like all hunched under the tent trying to figure
On the
out,
solstice, yep.
yeah, yeah, it was solstice. You're exactly right. So, what what really pulled you in to wanting to do this job? Like when you saw it posted, what was the spark that thought this is for me?
Right. So I think working for an organization that I was somewhat familiar with, and I was familiar with the staff, was a great place to get started, somewhere where I knew that I could fit in very well. I also really want to be a part of something in the Syracuse community or the Central New York community. Something that I'd really want to do is build a program around the place where I grew up. So with both of those things being ticked off the boxes, it's really encouraged me to want to pursue this job, and I'm very excited to be doing this. So.
So, what do your duties entail for SYO? Like, just a brief overview for the people who might not know what the SYO manager does. What do you do?
Sure. So I'd say the bulk of my job right now is really communication and being the main point of contact between parents and the executive director, Pam, and making sure that everything that the parents are communicating to me is communicated back to the other staff and the coaches and everything that we have and everyone that we have working on the SYO right now. Also right now, since we're in the COVID world right now, we've actually made our SYO ensembles into chamber groups. So we've been really organizing to make sure that all the students are in a specific chamber group and matched with a coach that really meets their needs as a student. So really trying to organize the groups to make sure that everyone is getting the same experience or a great experience this year as they would in more normal times has really been the main priority so far.
And I know I've heard from a lot of SYO members and parents how excited they are to be able to have this in-person experience, because I know at many of the area schools, music programs have been taken all online for safety reasons. What are some of the safety protocols that SYO has in place to protect their students and coaches?
Right. So our rehearsals will be at the Rock Center in Syracuse. And at the Rock Center, we've set up all of our rehearsal spaces to have 6 feet social distancing between all of the players. We'll also have medical grade air purifiers in between when each group comes in and out. And a lot of my job when I'm on site will be making sure to sanitize all the areas, along with all of our coaches will be sanitizing everything and making sure that there's no shared instruments or any shared items between students, is really making sure that we're keeping them safe as possible when in person. So it's really great that we're able to do this, and we've put a lot of time into our safety plan.
Excellent. So as a new SYO manager, what are you most looking forward to in these first 3 months?
Right. So something that's great about actually having this, well, not really great, but something that's come out of having the COVID guidelines that we've come up with is that we're actually going to be implementing a permanent chamber program with SYO. So it's really gives us a good feel for how that's going to work with what we're doing right now. So I'm really looking forward to that, and having the professional musicians in Symphoria be coaches for these students. I think it's a really great opportunity for them. Um, Also, I'm really looking forward to recruiting new students and really getting to know a lot of the local band directors and private teachers around the area and trying to grow the program to be as large as possible.
And I imagine that you still have contacts from when you were in high school here. Where did you go to high school?
Right. I went to Janesville DeWitt High School.
Okay, so a JD grad. And so one of the things that we really love about our staff at Symphoria is that all of us are musicians. And what is your instrument? What do you play?
I'm a percussionist. So.
And are you going to try to continue to play as well, or do you have plans to be practicing, or what do you think is going to happen on that end of the aspect of your musicianship?
Right. As of right now, playing gigs have been sort of hard to come by, of course, during the times. I'm sure everyone is aware. But I'm trying to keep up on my practicing, trying to get into it more as my degrees, especially my master's, wasn't more focused on performance. It was more focused on the research aspects of my major. But I definitely plan to. I've commissioned or joint commissioned a few new works for percussion, and I'm looking forward to getting working on those now that I'm done with my studies and more into the professional world. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to pick up more of my playing.
Fantastic. And one thing that I always find interesting about percussionists is like you talk about chops, right? And that's, like your arm muscles. And I had an experience once where I was playing some of our outdoor instruments that we have around Syracuse, the downtown Syracuse, and I was playing with Ernie Muskies, and he said, "Oh, all you have to do is keep this rhythm." I mean, and I'm a musician. I know how to keep a rhythm, but my chops, my muscles couldn't do it. And so that gave me so much appreciation for what you do as percussionists and the amount of time that it takes to keep up those skills. It's not easy.
Yeah, definitely.
So what else do you do in your free time? Do you have any hobbies or things that you really love doing outside of music?
Yeah, so I actually picked up golf a few years ago. I've been playing a lot. I've been working a job in a pro shop at a local golf course to supplement, my time and everything to keep myself busy. So it's been fun to get to do that and get try and get better each day I go out. But it's been tough. But it's something to do, especially now when there's really a limited amount of things that you can do. It's still lucky to have that. So.
Yeah, and you have to maximize your outdoor time here in Central New York when we have it. Well, I know we have a lot of golf fanatics in Symphoria, so I'll have to get you connected with Spencer because I know that he plays quite frequently. Well, Bennett, we are so happy to have you here as part of our Symphoria team, and we want to wish you the best of luck in opening day, so to speak, for SYO this Sunday, and we look forward to hearing all the wonderful things that come from that program, especially the chamber music and all that is involved. We're so happy to have you here.
Yeah, thank you. I'm excited to be back. And if you have any questions about the youth orchestra programs, please email me at the youthorchestra@experiencesymphoria.org, and I'd love to chat.
Fantastic. And I'll put that email in the post, so if anyone has questions, you can get a hold of Bennett about that. And I will encourage everyone to keep your eyes peeled for our SYO Cycle 1 concert, which will be live streamed as all of our concerts are. And that is on November 15th, November 15th, and you will be able to hear all of the wonderful work that our musicians have done in their chamber groups throughout the first cycle. So thank you everyone for being here, and thank you, Bennett. Everyone have a great weekend.